Hi there. In this series on medical cannabis marketing, I want to talk about why do people advertise. Okay, so why do people advertise? Well, I know when I have advertised in the past with my other businesses, it was to reach out and bring in new customers. Of course, I always want to cater to the customers that I currently have, but I was trying to reach out and bring in more so that we would have more customers and a larger customer base. Well, that's exactly what we should be trying to do with medical cannabis in Colorado. So if you're going to advertise, what are you trying to do? What are your accomplishments? Ask yourself that. Are you trying to reach to the current customer base that we have, which is small in my mind? I think we need to be growing it, but that's a whole nother issue. But if that's all that you're trying to reach, then maybe you're happy with where you're at and what you're doing. If you're trying to reach out to a larger market and bring in new patients, new customers, maybe even a whole new group. I've talked to many people who want to reach out to the elderly. Well, that is all great. That's all what we're trying to do. But you have to look at what you're marketing in and how you're going to reach. What I can tell you now is current publications that are out there, there's very few that you can actually go and hand to an elderly family member and really prove to them that it's medicine that you're utilizing. I challenge any one of you to take any of the current culture publications that are out there and take it to an elderly person. Take it to somebody who's outside of the industry, put it in front of them, put it in their hands, and ask them honestly what they think about it. Ask them if that would compel them to come to us for help if they were very sick. I'd really be interested to know what your comments are. And if anybody out there is watching this and they are one of those people, please make your comments known. I really want people to know how you feel about our industry and why. Because there's serious science and medicine that is being horribly discredited because we are not being advertised and marketed properly. We don't get represented properly in the mainstream media. And then when our advertising efforts are sketchy, shall we say, that really doesn't help patients. And that's what I'm all here about, is to not only help patients, but educate them, educate the industry, and hopefully bring as many more new people into this industry as we can. My goal with my second issue is all about empowering women. I want to reach out to the 45 to 55-year-old age group. Those are the women who make healthcare decisions in their homes. Those are the women who are going to herd their families into your businesses to be part of this business once they learn it's safe and that they can walk in your door and that they're not going to be surrounded by butt and naked women. And right now, what image are you portraying? They don't see anything but that because that's all that you're surrounded by. So please look very closely at what you're doing. And if you are not, please support the publications that do. You know, it's not just a matter of whether you have the money to advertise or what you want to throw around. What message do you want out there? Do you want a responsible message? Do you want to approach your politicians? Do you want your patients to be able to take a publication from your business and take it home and hand it to their family members and say, this is where I go and this is why I need help? And you patients out there, talk to your shops. Be honest with them. If something upsets you, tell them about it. Talk to them about what they're doing in their advertising campaign. And, you know, if you want to run one of those out there running around with all the coupons out there, tell them why. You know, you may have coupons for 6 different shops and go shop there in a week. And, you know, we really need to develop some loyalty with people and get a nice group of people working together to really support our industry instead of trying to beat each other up. So, you know, I really hope that people will think about that when they look at their marketing. Do we want more people? I say yes. We want a lot more people. We want to at least double our numbers. That means more business for everybody, more success, more help, more support, and more positive support in all of our communities everywhere that we go. So please, people, advertise responsibly. Really get away from exploiting women. Exploiting women is terrible. It's really not a good thing. And really look at your advertising. Talk to marketing people. There are people who are advertising with Colorado Connect who are talking to marketing agencies. They understand what I'm doing. Our first issue, we're meeting the pioneers. Our second issue, we're empowering women. You know, we have to theme it and teach people. Have peer review. I'm doing that stuff. We have scientists. You know, that's the kind of stuff you should be supporting with your advertising that helps this industry. If you're supporting publications that hurt our industry, then you're not doing anybody any favors, and it's just going to keep creating more discontent and unrest within our industry. I mean, really, the Culture Club has their place. I don't have a problem with that. I love it. Culture is beautiful. But when it really comes down to medical and saving patients' lives and helping patients, that's where I'm at, and that's what I'm doing. And those are the people I want to reach out to who are horribly sick and afraid to go see you. So, people like Cashy and his parents, and all. I mean, I've gotten calls on 2 children in Colorado already just since the Cashy post went out. There are children in Colorado who need our help. How do we get them to you? They're not going to pick up a culture publication to treat their child. They're not going to pick up a culture publication to treat their grandparent. Okay? So really think about that when you're marketing. Call me, talk about it, comment below, subscribe. Let's have discussion about it. And let's all walk forward and just make it as positive as we can, please. Let's work together on this and make it work. We really need to help the patients here. And when we help the patients, all of our businesses will succeed and be that much better. Okay? Thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing from every one of you. Bye-bye.